in their attempt to qualify for the top 4 out of Group A in Le Mans on the road against Nizhny. So there are the 4 games in game day 5, 3 of them tonight, and then the Avellino versus Banvit game tomorrow night. UCAM Murcia facing off against Anvil. UCAM Murcia, the only unbeaten team at the top of Group A currently, as they attempt to move to 5-0, keep pace with their Spanish counterparts, the Iberostar Tenerife, who lead up Group B as well. For our 2 teams, though, Le Mans coming on fine form in the Basketball Champions League, having won their last 2 games to move to that 2-2 record. Whenever Nizhny Novgorod have lost their last 2, moving their record down to 1-3 in 6th place there. So still early stages, and a victory here for Le Mans will see them push up further up the table. Remember, one of Banvit and Avellino tomorrow night will get another loss as they play against each other. So Le Mans, chance to not only leapfrog into the top 4, but a chance to move up all the way into potentially second position after the game day 5 has all been said and done. Well, Le Mans, the positive for them is they have won their last 2 games. However, the negative is both of those came at home, and their 2 defeats have been on the road. There is the lineup. Guys to look out for in the team. The number 21, Michael Thompson, and number 23, Cameron Clark, have led the way in the scoring. Number 7, Richard Hendricks, the man on the boards for Le Mans defensively, and he anchors the inside for them, giving them that platform to start off their offense. Now we look to the other end. It is Nizhny Novgorod team, which is attempting to snap that 2-game win-loss streak. And the disappointing thing for them is, again, there is no Kendrick Perry in the lineup. So Perry, the number 55, missing from the bottom. He leads the team with 14 points per game, 4.7 rebounds per game. So somebody else is going to have to pick up the slack for the point guard, who came to Nizhny after a strong year in Hungary last year. He was the man who, back in game day 1, hit the 3-pointer to send it into the double overtime against Avellino here at home. Unfortunately for Nizhny, we said Le Mans have had their struggles on the road. Nizhny, their struggles have come here at home as well. They went down in overtime to Avellino in game day 1. The other time they played at home, they lost by 21 points to UCAM Murcia in game day 3. Of course, they are 2 of the strong favourites in Group A, those 2 teams. But how important it is for you to protect your home floor in the Basketball Champions League. Vital. You pick up wins at home. See if you can sneak some on the road. As we see Le Mans getting ready to come out here to this crowd. They'll come in full of confidence. We said they won their last 2 games. Yes, they have been at home, but a 10-point victory over MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg, and then last week a demolition, 15 points against Ventspils. They scored 91, the highest total of the season. But prior to that, there hadn't been a high-scoring team. Le Mans, they're 30th in points per game in this competition. So you can see it isn't really something that they rely on, scoring points. However, last week that explosion, 91 points, really did help them out for their head coach Bartoszewski. Eric Bartoszewski, the man in charge of Le Mans. Of course, they are the French champions, having won Pro A last year. And now the hometown team, Nizhny Novgorod. And he called out to the crowd. Head coach Zoran Lukic has had similar struggles offensively with his team. The 1 game they won, they scored 93 points. They did score 93 against Avellino. That was with an extra 10 minutes, though, in double overtimes. Apart from that, last 2 weeks, 51 in that defeat here at home against UCAM Murcia, and then 60 points on the road in Turkey last week as they went down 78 to 60 to Banvit. Where is that offense going to come from? Without Kendrick Perry in the lineup, he was the lead man for them. We said, you know, he had played extremely well indeed. There is the players coming out onto the floor. Perry got injured in the game against UCAM Murcia, played just 9 minutes in that game, 2 points at that stage. So how will they pick up the slack for him? There's coach Zoran Lukic, and then his opposite number just walking back to his bench in Eric Lotekshukski, the man in charge of the French team. So teams back to the warm-up, getting ready. As we see our 3 officials from Latvia, Poland and Lithuania respectively. Oh, back to Le Mans then. Will they be able to use that momentum from home? There is Michael Thompson, the lead man for them. He's been a very impressive scoring the ball, 10 points, 4 assists per game. Him and Clark put together a formidable duo. They will both be in the starting lineup. Alongside Valentin Bigot, Terry Tape, and Richard Hendricks, the man in the middle. Said Hendricks, an impressive defender, rebounder, can score when he's needed. He became the first player in the Basketball Champions League this season to record 10 rebounds, all of them being defensive. And he also had that 11 rebounds in total in less than 20 minutes on the floor. Just 18 minutes last week for his 11 rebounds. Shows you what he can produce at this level. For Nizhny, we'll have a look at their starting lineup. The question is, will Darren Govins, the man who's come in to replace Kendrick Perry, be in the lineup? And he joined during the week, but there is no place for him. It will be Roderick Odom, Baborin, Strebkov, Sharapovits, and Popov to make up the 5. For Nizhny, trying to get that win streak going again. Govins will be on the floor for coach Zoran Lukic. He's come over from the Hungarian League. The American who holds a Hungarian passport. Graduated from St. Joseph University in the US. It'll be interesting to see what impact he can have without Perry on the floor. Without Perry in this lineup. Nizhny Novgorod have missed that creativity at the point guard spot. Teams to the bench then. We will get ready to get underway here in game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. For Le Mans, they'll come in after that big victory last week. It was Antoine Eto'o that led the way. 20 points as the lead man last week. No place for him though in this starting lineup. There's a very team-orientated production from them. No one played 30 minutes. 5 players in double figures for Le Mans. Whereas for Nizhny, we said, you know, that disappointment against Banvit. Tough place to go, as always, and to the Turkish Giants, but just 60 points for Nizhny on that particular occasion. It was Toropov led the way, 11 points and 4 rebounds on the inside for his team, a man who's grown a week by a week. Le Mans now onto the floor in those black uniforms then. So you see Cameron Clark shaking hands. And they will be shortly joined by Nizhny. They'll be out there in their white and black. Roderick Odom, the key man for his team. Now need his versatility here tonight. An inside-outside game with the 6-8 forward. See if he can increase his scoring. Welcome to Nizhny then. It is game of day 5 underway then. The first game of the night. And the jump is controlled by the visiting team, Le Mans. Nizhny in the man-to-man. Ball is kicked on the first entry as Michael Thompson tried to find his teammate in Bigot. Denied. And so Thompson will start again. Slow approach offensively here from Le Mans off the screen. Thompson stops, thinks about it, steps through, throws up the pass. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. First possession. Great defense from Nizhny then. Hendricks got the ball. Not enough time for him to get it up and to the ring. And the Russian team will come down. First possession from them. See if they can get that scoring going. Line by Strebkov. And there he is on the inside pass. Just can't be handled by Popov. He goes out of bounds. Still searching for that first basket then. 2 possessions in. It was a good pass from Strebkov. Just too low for Popov on the roll. Had to take it in around the knees. Hendricks now gets it. A bit more time for him this time. This possession here as he spins to the baseline. That's a smooth move from a man who's played European basketball throughout his career, Hendricks. So he is known as a defender rebound, but more than capable offensively. Comes Nizhny now. Possession. Looking for the 3. Sharapovits can't knock it down. And a man who comes from a family of shooters. It's fouled on his, so Sharapovits played at Davidson. Younger brother David has just signed for the school in North Carolina to go through the NCAA route out of Sweden. Sharapovits knocks down the 2, national team player. And now he'll get the opportunity with the 3rd shot. Excellent outside shooter, skilled big man. Knocks it down. Now Thompson holding, waiting. Comes off that high screen. Looks for the roll in Hendricks, but it's kicked away. Strebkov with some good defense. Hendricks seen a lot of the ball in the early stages here for Le Mans. Clark and Thompson known as their scorers in that backcourt. Both of them looking to involve everybody else. Early here as well designed inbound play. Finds Bigot wide open. He makes the tough finish. Valentin Bigot. Easy score for him. Strebkov pulls up. Talking of easy scores, he gets one straight back. No hurry for the French team in transition. Thompson playing against this pressure. Spins away a couple of times. Good defense as now Odoms comes out onto him. Clark has the advantage on the low block and a foul is called. He's going to go against Baborin. Nizhny Novgorod. Hard-nosed defender, great shooter, Novgorod. Tough matchup for him on that switch though. There's now Thompson, traps himself a little in the corner, has to bring it out. Goes high to Hendricks again, tipped away. Shot clock winding down, extra pass once more, isn't working for Le Mans. They've been playing some great basketball, but they've got to make sure that they don't make it too complicated in the early stages here. 2 24-second violations already, only just over 2 minutes into the game. So the question is that great defense from Nizhny Novgorod, or is it the little lackadaisical from the French team right now? Here comes Strebkov, waiting. He's got the man running along the baseline. Shaраpovic again, and that's what he does. Fouled on 1-3, knocks down. Was it a 3 or was it giving us a long 2 there? No, Shaраpovic. It was a 3. Feet behind the line. Bigot stops, fires the 3. Tries to respond, but can't. And here come Nizhny Novgorod once again. Strebkov finds Popov. The kick out, Babordin for 3. He can't get it to fall, but great work from Nizhny. They're outworking Le Mans right now. As until Richard Hendricks gets involved, he gets it back. That is layup, just bounces clear. Hendricks makes them both, makes it a 3-point game. Low post, great defense from Bigot, tipped away. Shaраpovic trying to find some room. Quick hands, and here comes Clark. Looking around, goes to Bigot, puts it along the floor. Good movement from Thompson to make himself available. Comes off the screen. Finds Hendricks, but he's rejected. Great rotation down. Shaраpovic's doing a bit of everything in the early stages here. Gets the block after having 6 points offensively. Pass is deflected. Goes into the hands of Thompson. 3-on-2 for Le Mans. Clark, the provider. But the finish bounces out from Tape. Shaраpovic now, guarded by Thompson, comes off the screen. They get quickly to him, don't give him any room. As Odom hands it over, Strebkov trying to find something. Easy roll, Popov finishes. Good little bounce pass to find Popov on that short roll. Made it an easy finish in the end. Sometimes difficult with that one dribble he needed. Popov doing a good job as a foul is called, and it's going to go against Babordin. That will be number 2 against him in a game that has really had a foul in the early stages here. Nizhny Babordin picks up his 2nd. So he is going to have to go to the bench. Dmitry Uzinski comes in. And also Artem Komolov, there we see. Point guard comes in the rotation for the Russian team. Same 5 out there for Le Mans as Thompson finds Bigot. Oh, great step from him. Can't finish though. Defense. Established position in Popov. Needed a difficult finish. And now Popov again in the roll. This time Strebkov decides not to go to him as he'll take the jumper and knock it down. Bigot has the step. Can't finish this time. Well, it's been relentless in the early stages, Valentin Bigot. Getting to the basket. It was a nice move from him on the last occasion as well. Took the contact but couldn't finish. This time the contact means he's going to get 2 shots. So substitutions for the first time come in for Le Mans. No change on the front line for them as Demetrius Conger comes in. The 28-year-old American. And then Wilfred Iagete, the 27-year-old Frenchman. He went through that collegiate system in the United States. Now back playing professionally. Bigot makes the 1st and the 2nd. Strong start from him. 5 points. Team though trails by 5. More substitutions in for Nizhny. Let's see Toropov. Coming off that strong game last week, he replaces Popov. I remember week 1 of the Basketball Champions League. You could almost see Sergei Toropov, improving, growing in confidence as the game went on. Open three for Strebkov. Can't hit it on this occasion. And the rebound tipped by Toropov, doing a good job on the glass. He had a strong game on that occasion. You can almost see week by week he's going to get better. How about this Nizhny team? Thompson pushes his man out of the way, wants him to come through. Finds Bigot now, who looks to the inside as a foul is going to be called. Nizhny just tried to get around, deny the ball into Wilfred Yegete as the substitutions. There is Kendrick Perry on the left-hand side, so we talked about him in the build-up. The man is injured. This is his replacement in a new signing for Nizhny Novgorod, Darren Govens. Govens comes in, and he's also joined by Zabanov as well. 4-point lead now. There's Govens kicking it out. Komolov looking for some room. Odom flings it to the inside. Great catch and finish from Toropov. It was a difficult take from the big man. Bullet pass to him. Konga now. Turns it over, quick hands from Komolov, and he'll get the lead count. Read the pass beautifully. Looked like an easy reversal, and I think that's exactly what Konga thought as well. Komolov, though, ready for the pass. Read the lane and gets the score. Nizhny Novgorod here, started strongly at home. 16-8 they have the lead, and it's a timeout called by Le Mans. Great percentages from Nizhny Novgorod. That is why they have the lead. 75% from the field. I said early, I just felt like Le Mans a bit lackadaisical in the early stages of this one. I think it showed. 6 for 8 for Nizhny from the field. Easy pickings for them offensively. The biggest problem for them is the 5 personal fouls, as Zuzinski has 2 and Boborin has 3, in fact. Saw the 2, picked up one when I wasn't paying attention, obviously. Now Thompson off the screen, out of the timeout. Can't make it. And goes back to Nizhny then. The designed play for Le Mans coming out of the timeout, which Eric Shige got the ball into his point guard's hands, but Thompson couldn't finish. Now Nizhny, chance to make it a double-digit lead here very early in this game. Govens loses his man, finds the cutting Toropov beautifully. And once more, Toropov puts it home. Easy pickings for him, doing exactly what he should, following up after his point guard, and it is a double-digit lead now. Le Mans need a score. Thompson can't get it. Great offensive rebound from Konga, and he will earn himself a trip to the line. Govens just sacrifices the personal. More substitutions as Saraklin comes in for Le Mans then. Brooklyn trying to provide some energy. 19-year-old point guard. Not to see any action in the Basketball Champions League up until this point. I think his coaches want some of this, though. Some defensive energy. See if he can be a spark plug here at the end of this first quarter. Govins brings it down. Waits for Toropov. Toropov rolling again. Collects it. Oh, nice cut. And pass. From nowhere. Georgi Zabnov. Was on the cut, which just looks swift. Dart into the middle. Sees himself be available. In line possession. And his second team foul against Le Mans. Toropov. Much room. He's going to have to dribble it out. Good denial that time for Le Mans. Pass from Odom. Finds Toropov. He's going to be fouled. And we'll get 2 shots. Every little loose ball, every deflection going in favour of Nizhny right now. You've got to say their effort level is higher and they're being rewarded for it. What a start for Sergei Toropov then. 5 points, 1 rebound. He's only played 2.5 minutes. This is 6, perfect 2 of 2 from the field. 2 of 2 from the line. 12-point lead for Nizhny. To the inside. Ligete finds the room, gets the finish. Lead cut to 10 now. Govins uses one screen, then another. Not a lot of room for him. He'll stop, fires the jumper. Doesn't go, great rebound. Ligete, both ends of the floor, making it happen. Here come Le Mans. Ponga trying to find some room along the baseline. Great defense from Odom. In the opposite direction. Komolov along the baseline. Zamanov. And it's going to go out of bounds. Possession back to Le Mans 1. 18 left. Just lost it on the way up. Thompson. Difficult pass, gets it to the air, get it. Makes it. Kick out. Better defense from the French team. Komolov trying to find some room. And a travel is called. This is the previous possession. You get it. This is a good job tying it up. Possession with Le Mans. Last 30 seconds, first quarter. And Brooklyn has to bring it high. Comes off the screen. You get it. Eventually gets it to Thompson. Just 7 on the clock down for him. Crosses over. Stops. Goes again. Great defense from Toropov. Gets the rebound as well. Chance here. Govins has a 2-on-1. Plenty of time. Odom is fouled on the way up. Oh, another positive play for Nizhny Novgorod here. Foul is committed by Connolly. Point advantage for the Russian team, and it could be more here. Odom at the line at the end of the first quarter. First one bounces clear. Second. Also misses though, opportunity missed. Sideline possession for Le Mans. There's Thompson bringing it down, trying to get one final shot. Clock getting low, fires it high, but it bounces clear and is summed up the first quarter, really. Excellent defense from Nizhny Novgorod, and they are deserved leaders after 10 minutes here. They have the advantage, 22-12. Numbers for Nizhny, so impressive, Le Mans. Just haven't been firing on all cylinders offensively quite yet. You see the highlights. Hendricks started off pretty well for Le Mans. They tried to get him involved early, and Bigot came in with some impressive drives. Didn't always account for a lot, though. Of the 12 points that Le Mans scored, 5 of them. So 4 went to Bigot and 5 to Wilfried Ugete. Really, you've got to say, it is the energy for the Russian team right now. Plays like that from Komolov on the steal, giving them this advantage. Govins made a solid debut so far. That beautiful feed there. Interesting to see. Can Nizhny keep up this strong play? Or will it be Le Mans that recover? That's 2 of the points for you, get it? Le Mans just started off the game with a slow tempo, lethargic approach, it felt like. Now still getting some of that travel out. They do come into this one, struggling a little in the French Pro A, Le Mans. After 8 games, you see themselves way down the table. They've lost their last 3 domestically in France, against Gravelines, against Nanterre, and against Strasbourg this past weekend. At home, they went down to Strasbourg, 71-75. See if there is any residue of that. We talked they would have confidence after their last 2 wins in the Champions League. And they're going to need to improve here as Nizhny with the lead and the possession to start the second quarter. Govins looks to the inside, but great hands. Sees it go back to Le Mans in transition. Bigot gets the roll as he returns. So Bigot comes back out onto the floor. Conga, Connolly, Rocklin, and Ugete. 4 Frenchmen out there for Le Mans. For Nizhny. Here's Govins with the ball, trying to find something. Keeps backing it out, waiting for the screen from Big Toropov, who's had a great start. Now in the far side, Odom trying to find something, and he does get it into the hands of the key guy so far, Toropov, who makes another play. That's the defense. How did that pass get to the inside there? There's Toropov, the game's leading scorer, tied with a couple of others. 6 points, has a chance to take that outright. He's going to be awarded 2 shots here.
Хочу узнать у вас, здесь ли вы болеете ли вы за Нижний Новгород? Итак, сектор номер 2, вы болеете за Нижний? Сектор номер 3.
Discussions going on. We're attempting to see if it's going to be judged to be an unsportsmanlike foul. That's the question. The referees are checking out on the replay. And to this delaying game. It was Bigot that came in, trying to pull his man down. Toropov wanders to the line. Going to be an unsportsmanlike foul, and it's against Valentin Bigot. First is good. Good work from the officiating crew. They went to the monitor, checked it out, weren't in a hurry. So there wasn't really a play for the ball. It was an intentional foul by Bigot. Will be punished with the 2 free throws and now possession for Nizhny. Komolov brings it in. Comes off a couple of screens. And finds Odom wide open. Well designed out of bounds play. Odom on the pick and pop. Defense got lost. Easy 4 points on that particular occasion for Nizhny then. 2 from the line and 2 from the out of bounds. Here comes Lamont. Getting it to the inside. Great defense, jumping down. Another strong play for Nizhny. Here comes Strebkov back into the game. He'll pull up. He's made a couple of them. They get another one. 6 points for Ivan Strebkov. That mid-range jumper off the dribble, his go-to move so far here. 12-point lead now. Growing for Nizhny. You try and isolate. They want the low post play. You get he's squaring up against the smaller man, and he is fouled. Komolov just tried to wrap him up. You get he's looking towards the referees to say, well, surely that's an unsportsmanlike foul as well. Substitution. Tegedi goes out. Bonali goes out. And Congo as well. All 3 head to the bench. Hendricks, Thompson, Clark. All back in. Here is Thompson. Looking for Clark. It's deflected. Hendricks keeps it alive. Finds Clark, who's been very quiet indeed. Hendricks will take the jumper. Smooth stroke from him. That's the one thing for this Le Mans offense. While it is struggling, just 16 points here. Cameron Clark, their leading scorer by average, coming in. Former Pro A scoring champion last season. Or 2 seasons ago, sorry. Has yet to take a shot, the number 23. Strebkov dances in for another easy 2. And now Thompson waiting. Finds Bigot. He has the step. Kicks it out for the open 3. Tape knocks it down. Better execution for Le Mans. Strebkov trying to back it down against Thompson. Hendricks takes it away from Popov. Thompson uses the screen from Clark. And an offensive foul against Cameron Clark. His rough night continues. Played 9 minutes now, Clark. 0 points, 0 rebounds. Haven't seen a lot of him offensively in this game at all. You see the 3 from Tape. Possession for Nizhny. Go forwards in attack mode. Strebkov thought about it. They're going to have advantage. Popov on the switch. Taken away by Thompson, but it's a foul. Great recognition straight away from Nizhny. Defense had to switch, and they go immediately to the mismatch. Thompson trying to guard Popov, who does well to protect it and gets 2 from the line here. And he's going to have to do better than that. Airballs the first. Sympathetic round of applause from the crowd. Misses the pair though. The way this game has gone, loose ball to Nizhny, and they're going to cap off 2 missed free throws with a clean look for Chris Sharopovits. And he doesn't miss too many of them. 2 of 2 from the field. Sharopovits, 9 points for him. Timeout called by Le Mans. They trail this one 31-19 on the road.
defense, come on. Hey, defense. Rebound here. Free throw, rebound. Free throw, rebound, please. Hey, after, on the defense, we stop to go under. As the ball is on the side, pressure, reset, organize around. Vas-y, c'est mis le flic. Over, organize around. Okay, stop to go under. C'est quoi, du basket. En rouge, side, on the side, middle pick it. Hey, next one. Oh, he's hey.
Frustrated timeout for Le Mans, and rightly so. There is Cameron Clark. 0 attempts from the field from him. 0 points, 0 rebounds still. 9 minutes 20 he's played. They have to find a way to get him going. Nizhny right now have held them to just 19 points in 13 and a half minutes. Very good defensive effort. Thompson off the screens. Clark has to come a long way out to fetch it. Reverses it around. Bigot, oh, lovely crossover. And the good feed to the inside. Hendricks can't finish. And he is fouled. Another strong dive from Valentin Bigot. The line, Hendricks gets the roll. Thompson talks it over with his coach. It is Sharapovic, strong game for him, reverses it around. Zepkovic dives off the screen, can't get it. So they'll go to the pick and roll. Komolov gets the switch against Hendrick. They go to the inside against Clark, usually a great defender. Toropov has it rejected by Hendricks. That's lucky to get away with what could have been called for a foul there. Thompson trying to look around. Clark wants it, but great defense from Stepakovic, just denying Clark the ball. They can't get it into his hands. Thompson, it's going to be called for the double dribble. Oh, no doubt about it. That was the defense of Nizhny Novgorod there. Great work away from the ball from Anton Stepakovic. Great defense from him. Just denied the ball into the hands of Clark where he wanted it. And now, chance to stretch this lead again. Komolov along the baseline. Just lays it up. No help coming. Artem Komolov moves to 4. Lead back to 12. You feel like, Le Mans are right there. Just want to break it, but lead back to the largest it's been. To 12 a couple of times, never more than that. Hendricks eventually rolls. Bigot trying to find some room. Stops and fires a 3. Buries it. I mean, what more can he do here tonight? Valentin Bigot, 9 points for him, 2 assists. Only man who's shown up so far, only for Le Mans. Foul is going to be called, and an offensive one. Thompson knocked to the floor, trying to get through the screens. Bigot, another 3, just made 1. This one bounces clear. Stankovic comes off the screen. Hendricks is going to be called for the foul. 3 shots for the 2nd time here. Already Sharapovic has been to the line once. This time it's Anton Stepakovic, looking for his first point of the night. Hits it on his first shot. This one is good as well. 3 for 3 for him. The lead back to 12 yet again. Brzezinski comes in, playing with those foul troubles, and they're going to come with a trap here. Bigot breaks it easily, got players ahead. Clark, in no hurry, turns, fires, finally gets his first shot away. Can't make it though. And here comes Nizhny, they got numbers. The defense recovers well. Oh, beautiful team play. Komolov, the open triple, can't get it. Bigot fouled on the baseline. Possession for Le Mans then. Nizhny using those fouls well. And an offensive foul against Clark. Not happy, Cameron Clark. The elbow just catches Stepkovic in the face. Bigot goes out as well. Lemon frustrated in this first 16.5 minutes here. Some substitutions. Corneli comes back in. Ruckland as well. Screen one way, then the other. Rolling man, Toropov gets it. Tries to find some room and does. Stape goes flying. Looks towards the official. He wants the elbow. He's just called it the opposite end. Doesn't get it though. A whistle. It's going to go away from the ball. Stepkovic this time. Corneli to the line, looking for his first point of the night. Gets it. Scoreboard starting to tick a little bit more now for Le Mans, but still a low-scoring game. So last week, that big victory, they had 90 points, looked comfortable on the offensive end. Stepkovic off the screen. Toropov rolls. Now he'll space. That's Stepkovic try and go against Hendricks. Hendricks holds his ground. That's Stepkovic, though, uses some beautiful footwork to find some room and get the score. Confident looking game now for Nizhny. 14 points the lead. Corneli rolls. Thompson wide open. Thompson can't get it going, no. He's still scoreless as well. Corneli trying to find some room. Finds Hendricks. It's all forced for Le Mans though. And look at the energy for Nizhny. There's Strebkov, the first man to it, throws it off the legs of Le Mans. Nizhny again making these energy plays. Crowd like that one. I'm not surprised. Stepkovic isolated on the far side. Tape trying to guard him. Does. And collects in the rebound as well. Thompson comes off the screen. Kicks it. No room knows he'll get it back. Fight under the basket by Corneli and Toropov. Ugeti comes to screen for Thompson. He's got 8. He'll have to pull up for 3. Finally, Michael Thompson gets his first points of the night. 1 of 5 from the field now, Thompson. No one would have thought Thompson and Clark scoreless coming into the last 2 minutes of the first half. Strepkov, he's definitely not scoreless the way he's played. Double digits now for him, the second man from Nizhny to that figure. And Strepkov and Toropov, the two guys for Nizhny that have 10, really have played extremely well. Igeti, too quick. So I'm going to talk about it. Might be a travel called here. Igeti unhappy. I think it's the right call though. It was a foul, but the foul came after the travel. Toropov enjoyed the call, sideline possession. Goes back to Nizhny then. Govins back in. What a big win this will be for Nizhny. Govins one way. And the other. Kick out. Open three. Doesn't fall for Rosinski. Thompson. Can he start to get going here in this last minute? Just hit 1-3. Can he get something else going? Get some confidence, momentum into the second half. He'll pass it out. They're looking for the mismatch on the low post. Loose pass, eventually finds Tape. The open three, Corneli. And he buries his first triple. 5 personal for him. Govins comes off the screen, fires a 3, responds. 3 of his own. Every time Le Mans make that run, Nizhny have the answer. Thompson. There's a foul is called away from the ball. 18 fouls means this will be 2 shots. Toropov picks that one up. Sorry, no, Astakovic picks it up. He's pushing against Corneli. There is Astakovic. It's personal. 2 shots for Corneli. There's be a chance for one more possession for Le Mans after this as well. We're going to have a timeout first, scored by Nizhny. They will talk it over, what they want to execute on the offensive end. They will have to give the ball back to Le Mans, who have started to get the scoreboard going, but the problem is there. You'll see still a 13-point advantage, 45-32 in favour of Nizhny. This 3 for Corneli. Despite their lead, there's no happiness from coaches and Lukic. Probably got to hear he subbed out Astakovic. He told him and the rest of the team, said to him, 4 free throws for nothing. That's what he's given away in these last few possessions. Coach is not happy with him. Even though they have this double-digit lead still, he knows a long way to go in this one. He knows they played well in this first half and they should have a sizable advantage. Boborin and Govins talk about it. Corneli makes it first. Steadies himself. Out on the second foul, and it's going to go against Toropov. Well, that's big because Toropov just picked one up as well. He's played so well in this game. He has 10 points, 3 rebounds. That is his second foul. Nizhny goes out. He's got the fouls as well. Sharapovic's probably in for the offensive end. Igeti makes the first.
Давайте соберемся, попробуем еще громче, нижегородские трибуны. Громче!
Second points is clear. It's still at double digits, 11 points for Nizhny here. Try and hold for pretty much this final shot. The boarding goes past Govins, who's well denied. He'll eventually get it back now. Now occupy their positions with 7 on the clock, try and get a shot. Babordin tries to go to the inside, good kick out, open 3. Doesn't go, buzzer sounds, play continues. That was the shot clock, but now it is the end of a half. The well-designed play from Nizhny. They got the ball into the hands of Sharapovich, who's already made a couple of threes. Couldn't make that one though, but still, the Russian team have this 45-34 lead at the half here. A superb defensive effort for them. Sees them have the 45-34 lead. Now, we'll talk about the defense, but if you're going to shoot 80% from the field in the first half, you know, from 2-point range, some of you have to ask, the defense of the opposition, is it being played at the level you would expect? 13 for 16, Nizhny from the field. Already got 2 guys in double figures. You see Toropov and Srebkov 10 apiece. And, you know, scorers all around the lineup, really. A very impressive first 20 minutes for the Russian team. Can it continue? They came into this one on a 2-game losing streak, Nizhny Novgorod. It doesn't look that way at all. They look like they are the team with 2 wins in their last 2 games, not Le Mans. At the half, 45 plays 34. We're going to take a break from action. We'll be back shortly to see who will take a victory here in game day 5, Group A of the Basketball Champions League.
Я потом только на вас посмотрел, но в другой раз. Спасибо. Спасибо большое. Пока участники спускаются к нам, я хотел бы снова рассказать, что у нас до конца этого перерыва в подтрибунном помещении между 3-м и 4-м сектором работает фотобудка. Каждый из вас может спуститься туда и сфотографироваться на память размещения бесплатной фотографии. Так, получается, ребята, 2 баскетбольных мяча. Как зовут? Руслан, отлично. Савелий и Руслан. Парни, знакомьтесь, пока вы будете первой парой. И вторые пары участников. Где же они у нас? Вторая пара. Ага, вижу, они участники у нас делают. Еще один участник и еще одного мы ждем. У нас есть Руслан и Савелий. Мы тебя ждем, а ты не спускаешься. С какой стороны тебя ждать, даже не знаю. Если ты здесь, побеги, пожалуйста, поскорее. Где же ты? Где же ты? Я уже вызвал этого человека. Чтобы все было по-честному. 4, 3, 2, 1. Все. Нету никого? Пойдем, шарфиком машешь, очень долго стоишь, смотришь. Давайте, ждем тебя. Перепрыгивай, перескакивай, беги к нам. Молодец. Как зовут тебя? Кирилл, очень приятно. Да, ставьте его внутрь. Молодец, уже знает, что его ждет. Я сейчас отмечу центральную линию. Так, маленько назад, Руслан, да, стоп. По моему сигналу вы начинаете тянуть, побеждает тот, кто первый просто коснется мяча. получше. Ну ты молодец. Проходи туда, и тебе вручат подарки от баскетбольного клуба Нижний Новгород. Подожди немножечко там. Молодец. Руслан пока остается на месте у нас. Ну что, готовы? Вас ждет примерно, да, мне кажется, всего этого. Готовы, парни? Готовы? Вы знаете, что делать, нижегородские трибуны. Поддержите, ребят. По моему сигналу.
Сергей Коротов.
Борьба, вот здесь уже поинтереснее. Давай, мужики. Тяни, тяни, тяни. Просто коснулся мяча. Тяни, не сдавайся. Не сдавайся до конца. Нет, 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 нет. Давай, 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 давай. Тяни еще, тяни еще. Давай, 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 давай. Тяни, 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 тяни.
Антон Астафьевич.
Пробуем нижегородцы. Все вместе, громко!
Давай, вытягивай, мужики, кто-то уже должен. Ну же, ну же, ну же, ну же, ну же, ну же. Не сдаем, коснуться мяча, коснуться мяча. Коснуться мяча. Есть! Класс, класс, это было нереально круто. Ты заслужил вот эти аплодисменты, они для тебя. Молодцы, парни. Класс. Беги тоже туда, получай подарочки. Ну что, финальный раунд. На позиции пока вставайте. Чуть-чуть передохни, конечно, передохни. Буквально несколько секунд. Мы оставляем здесь все. Ну что, победитель из вашей пары получает возможность бросить мэтч-шот с центра площадки между третьей и четвертой четвертью. Ну что, остыл маленько? Чуть-чуть перевел дух, Николай. Давай, занимайте любые позиции, какие вам нравятся. Николай сейчас взорвет, зовет. Николай отдышался немного. Нижний, это финальный раунд. Поддержите участников прямо сейчас. Готовы? Николай, готов? Руслан, готов? Раз, два, три, поехали! О, ну это просто весовая категория и усталость. Усталость после прошлого соперника, Николай. Молодцы, молодцы участники. Пожмите друг другу руки, классно. Это было нереально. Поздравляем. Хочешь бросить? Ну давай. Бросай. Это тоже будет твой подарок. И это было, к сожалению, мимо. Ты молодец. Получай свои подарочки от баскетбольного клуба Нижний Новгород. Ну а тебе удостаивается честь бросить мэтч-шот с центра площадки между третьей и четвертой четвертью. Нижний, поаплодируйте победителю. Я пойду расскажу ему, что мы будем делать дальше. Через 7 минут смотрим большой баскетбол. Снова увидите на большом кубе хэштег «Вперед за Нижний». Заряжайте истории Инстаграм, фотографии, истории ВКонтакте, также фотографии ВКонтакте с хэштегом «Вперед за Нижний». Будем выбирать на всех матчах лучшие фотографии и заливать их на большой куб, а также разыгрывать призы и подарки от баскетбольного клуба Нижний Новгород за самые оригинальные и классные фотографии. Нижний на разминку перед второй половиной встречается родной любимый баскетбольный клуб Нижний Новгород.
Welcome back at the half. Nizhny Novgorod here at home. 11-point lead, 45-34. Really, the lead isn't the surprising thing at this stage, but the comfort level is Nizhny Novgorod shot 13 for 16. That is 81% from two-point range in the first half, 67% overall. They only have 11 rebounds, so it's hard to get offensive rebounds when you've barely missed. Le Mans, a team which has just not played with the intensity would have expected at this stage in the game. They've shot pretty well themselves, 50% from the field, but really they're yet to get going. They look like a team that hasn't come into this one on a two-game win streak as they have. And I think there will be some harsh words was said from head coach Eric Bartoszewski, the head man in charge of Le Mans. Often it is that man, Kazaric, the head coach of Nizhny, who has firmly been on his team despite their lead in the first half. They aren't really focused on their defensive end. He's chewed out a couple of his players despite having a double-digit lead for an effort that he is not happy with. And, you know, the first couple of plays, you could almost see that Le Mans, who didn't have the energy, as they had two 24-second violations in their first 4 possessions. Really coming into this one, if they, we said in the build-up, that when they have big scoring outputs, they often win. They're usually a low-scoring team, but their 2 leading scorers coming into this one, Michael Thompson and Cameron Clark, 2 guys who have actually been scoring leaders in the French Pro A before their time at Le Mans, but it has not been a good game for either of those. Cameron Clark played 12 minutes in the first half, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers. So you can see a struggle for him. He only got 1 shot in that 12 minutes, Cameron Clark. And then Michael Thompson, 1 of 5 from the field. He only had 3 points himself. So their 2 leading scorers really struggled from the field, whereas you look at the other side, Nizhny Novgorod, 10 points from Sharapovits, scored 9 points from Sharapovits, 10 points for Sergei Toropov, and then 10 points from Ivan Strebkov, who really, you know, is the replacement for Kendrick Perry, who is out injured. What a replacement he has been, Strebkov. The shooting guard, as he's listed, playing at the point. Really picking up the slack without Kendrick Perry on the lineup. They do have Darren Govins, who's helped them out. First game for him. 6 minutes in that first half for him, 3 points. So, as we so often see in these Basketball Champions League games, how will the half-time interval change things? Will it be a different team that we see come out for Le Mans in the second half? Or will it be Nizhny still playing this strong defense? And his first possession nearly turned over. Thompson looking to kick it out to Terry Tapi. High five for the effort of Strebkov. Sideline possession. Get it in eventually to Thompson. Here he is, using the screen from Hendricks. He'll take the 3. Doesn't go. An easy rebound for Baborin. Baborin, 0 points in the first half. He'll play, gets it to the inside. Ilya Popov comes off the screen, rolls down the middle. Easy finish for him. So another 2-point make. Percentage goes up even higher for Nizhny right now. Good pass to the inside. And a finish for Dimitrius Konga. His first points of the game. So another man in Konga that can score the ball. Averages 7.5 a game. Scoreless in that first half. Baborin hands it over to Strebkov. Strebkov kicks it out. It's deflected. Pushed the other way. It's lost, but picked up by Konga. And he puts it home. So Konga nearly turns it over, looking to pass, but works in his favour. It was those type of plays that all seemed to go for Nizhny in that first half. Popov, a little shovel pass to the inside. Is going to be turned over, or is it? Odom got to the floor, but now 4-on-3 the other way. Cornerly cuts. Konga puts it on the floor. Well cut off, and he turns it over straight back into the hands of Baborin, who comes the other way. Strebkov feeds Popov. Popov takes the contact and gets the finish. Well, both teams with the opportunity, but it's Nizhny that take it. There's the first turnover. This was the one that Konga finishes. In their next possession, it went turnover, turnover, and one. Nizhny at the line. It's the first. You feel like the start of this first quarter is important if you're a Le Mans fan. You want to get some sort of momentum, some sort of grip back into the game. Hendricks on the pick and pop. Short for him. No presence on the glass whatsoever. Odom with the rebound. Here comes Strebkov. Kicking it. They got an advantage. Baborin for three. Knocks it down. Nizhny Baborin, scoreless first half. He gets his first points and the lead back to 12. Discrepancy on the scoreboard. I have 52-38 on my score here. 50 plays 38 on your scoreboard. We'll check that one. Another score either way. It was good. Strebkov continues his strong game. That little pull-up jump shot is working, and the half-time break has not changed anything for Le Mans here. There you see, quarter by quarter scores. Those numbers, 15 for 18 for Nizhny Novgorod. Incredible shooting from them, incredible production from two-point range. You just feel like it can't continue the way they have been, barely missing, but no sign of a change yet. They've come out of the interval, they've absorbed the little run from Le Mans. Haven't really batted an eyelid, and now they're set to go again. Stretch that lead even further if they can. Strebkov has been leading the way. I see him pulling up. Well, he has done 6 of 7 he is from the field for his 12 points. 6 assists in there as well for him. And what a game for Ivan Strebkov. Score still showing wrong on your caption. It is 54-38, not 52. So the lead to 16, largest of the game, in favour of Nizhny. Thompson has a rejected. Popov takes the high fives. And our possession, still 10 on the clock. D from Popov, giving anything easy to Thompson. Trying to get the ball in bounds. Eventually they have to go into the backcourt. Tape picks it up. This man falls to the floor. He has a little space, but he's going to turn it over. So that man Strebkov again. Got beat off the dribble, recovered, anticipated the pass. He goes to Odom. Odom. Sounds like Sharepovits for three. Didn't quite square up properly there, Sharepovits. Misses. Thompson, chance coming in opposite direction. Physical defense from Nizhny. More substitutions come in. First screen in the second. Another forced pass. Had the open man in Konga. Wasn't found. Brooklyn turns it over. Low post. Popov spins away! Throws it down. See Kendrick Perry up in the background of the bench there, applauding. What a performance this has been for Nizhny. Bigot. He'll be called for the travel. Even on the sideline. Shoran Lukic is a happy man after that possession. Far too easy for Popov. No rotation defensively, no one there to help Connolly. Well, he's got to do a far better job allowing his man to just spin off him as he did there. Nice screen. Popov rolling. Babordin waits for him to screen again, rolls once more. Sharepovits gives it to him, 5 on the clock. Popov. Going to be good for the travel, just a little stutter step in between the move. It'll be a 9 possession. Popov goes out. I was going to say, he deserves a round of applause from the crowd. He gets it now. He gets a big high five from his coach as well. What production from that spot. And Nizhny have had Toropov and Popov really have been the difference. And have outplayed their counterparts on the front line from Le Mans. Hendricks gets it back to Bigot. Bigot trying to find some room. He has Toropov on the switch. Evades him. The rebound taken in by Sharepovits. Finds Toropov. Look at this. The numbers down the floor. Strebkov kicks it. Babordin's made 1. Make it 2 in this second half. Babordin knocks it down. Just barely moves. Nizhny rolling here. 21-point lead now. Incredible scenes. So he's trying to find some room. 5 of 11 Nizhny from the 3-point line as a foul is called. Babordin didn't like it. Strebkov goes out. 4th foul against Babordin. Connolly as well. Rotates. Substitutions all round as Govins comes in. Replaces Strebkov. Babordin remains out there, playing with those 4 fouls. He's got to guard Konga. Konga loses him. Takes the contact. Odom falls hard. Jumps up. Seems to be okay though. Babordin goes out now. Komolov comes in.
Попробуем еще получше Нижний, все вместе.
2 for 2. Konga, strong drive, and he gets the finish. Clark comes in. Let's see how the second half goes for Cameron Clark, then the number 23 for Le Mans, scoreless. They need his production. They trail by 19 here. Komolov trying to find something. Goes over to Odom and loses it and goes out of bounds. But a defensive possession that time from Le Mans. Perry on the left. Sorry, Conga goes to the inside. Clark finally gets some space, and he makes his first one. First points of the game from Cameron Clark. It's taken him, what, 26 minutes, 27 minutes, no, 26. It's right first time, excuse me. Other way, Govins in the drive, misses it, but it goes nearly into the hands of Toropov. Kick out. Here is Hendricks. Foul. And one. Pulls it out. Hendricks. And the score and the foul. A little run perhaps from Lamont. They cut it. It was 21 at one stage. Now it's a 15. Chance to make it 13. So 14 from the free throw line. Sarapovitz goes out. Maths is avoiding me at the moment. The score 44 plays 59. The 2-point basket yet to go up on your screen for Hendricks. He adds the bonus. Comes in. Hendricks goes out. Lamont goes smaller and quicker. They're going to come with some pressure here. 2-2-1. They're not giving this game up yet. Nizhny break it. That's successful. They don't turn over until there, where Toropov looked like he'd given it back. Stay with Nizhny. Strebkov is going to come back. His team feeling like this is a crucial moment here. Zoran Lukic knows that this is a dangerous time despite their lead. Shot clock to 10. Strebkov looking around, trying to find someone. It's Odom. Odom puts it over to the sideline. He'll get it back now. Shot clock winding down. Crowd tries to call out, but strong defense from Lamont. Here comes Igedi. They're going to turn it over. Not sure how. Like Conga just let it go through his hands. Let's have another look. It's not the greatest of passes, but really Conga will be frustrated he didn't take that in. Pressure again from Lamont. Here comes the trap. Govins breaks it. Comes off the high screen. Defense switching. Challenge the shot, but it doesn't matter. Darren Govins knocks down his second triple and gives his team the lead once more. So I have 62 plays 45. Slightly different on your screen. Igedi squaring up, 10 seconds. Double team's coming. Igedi too quick. On the little spin for Toropov though, gets another score. Govins trying to play against two players, passes ahead. Turnover. Pressure working here for Lamont then. It's down to nothing. They've created a couple of steals. They speeded up the Nizhny offense, but they have given up this three to Govins. Now, score is corrected. 62 plays 47. 15-point game. Make it 13. Great feed to the inside. Not sure where the defense was. Demetrius Conga gets his score. 10 for him now. Sorry, 8. Personal for him. Pressure again. Need to get scores in order to bring the 2-2-1. Lamont, that's what they've got to focus on. Defense being far more aggressive than we saw in that first half. Open three. Doesn't go. Igedi can't take in the rebound, but it was tipped last by Toropov, and possession back to Lamont. Well, a much better third period run here for the French team. The lead at one stage 21 in this third quarter. They've brought it back now with a chance to make it a 10-point game with a three. We got waiting. Gets the screen from Clark. Clark still just hasn't seen enough touches of it. Gets it, turns, fires. Bounces clear. And he takes it away from Skrebkov. Nizhny through Odom, straight to the ring for two. That's the way to break the press. Straight down the heart of it. Odom lays it up. He hasn't been a big scorer today, Odom. 4 points personal. Clark trying to play in that low post. Squares up. Gets it to go. His offense starting to come alive. Gets another score. To bring this press. Nizhny looking more confident against it now. But they have to pull it out. Last 35 seconds, third quarter. Odom for three. Looks good. And it is 5 in a row for Roderick Odom. His versatility on full show there. And he went to Vanderbilt University in the United States. He knocks to the floor. And a foul is going to be called. Strong drive once more for Bigot. Ott has been quiet in this third quarter though. There is Odom. Zamanov comes in. Jovins goes out. Stavkovic is in as well. So big changes all round for this last 16 seconds of the third quarter. No one wanting to risk anybody with foul trouble. Clark squares up, fires over Odom, he's fouled, and he'll get the score as well. 3-point play. He went early, Cameron Clark, didn't bother to wait for the score board to tick down. Kind of caught the defense by surprise, I think. 2 points for him, foul on Odom as well. Skrebkov comes back in for his offense, final possession for them. Getty in as well for his defense. So Clark not happy. Gives the ball back to the referee. Now settles himself. 12 seconds left. Makes it. Now Clark scoreless in the first half. 7 points now. Stay with the press. Stavkovic waiting, trying to find something. He's killed his own time here. Eventually they get it across. They will still get an open three. Misses everything though. Well, a little hesitant there from Nizhny. You can feel perhaps a glimmer of hope. Perhaps for them on. They still trail heavily here. Nizhny, have pushed their lead out by the slimmest of margins. They took that quarter 22-20. They have the 67-54 lead. Yet again, that 2-point percentage is not dropping at all. 82% for Nizhny. Whenever they've needed, they've had the answer offensively. Perhaps that changed in the last few seconds or last few minutes. The press from Le Mans doing its job, creating some steal, changing the tempo of the game. The question is this lead too much for them to pull back in the final 10 minutes? 13 it is right now. There's a one stage as large as 21. So it's 59 plays 38. So you can see how got back into the game. This last few minutes, Le Mans. It's been really on the back of Cameron Clark. His offensive scoring low. Final 10 minutes in this one. Game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. Nizhny Novgorod looking to move to 2 wins and 3 losses. It'll be the identical record for Le Mans if they go down in this one. And the Russian team looking good so far. 13 points their lead. 67 plays 54. So continues to have those problems on the caption. I'll try and keep you informed of that. Strebkov knocks down the 3. All you need to know, Nizhny on 70. 16-point advantage for them. Well-designed play out of the timeout, out of the quarter break. Foul's going to go against Nestakovic and deny the ball into the hands of Cameron Clark, who's enjoying that right-hand block in this second half. It's where he's been going to work. Strebkov has had such a fine game. 15 points for Ivan Strebkov. 3 doesn't go for Thompson. Strebkov again. Runs into trouble. Flings it out. He finds Sharapovitz, who's fouled. Sharapovitz, just a little nod to the sideline. Play from him. Here's Strebkov, giving it to Sharapovitz. Get the high screen. Lovins trying to find something, and got 3 seconds, has to take a tough 3. Misses everything. Thompson's the man there to collect the rebound. He's fouled by Strebkov. Strebkov working on a season high already. He had 12 last week against Banvit. 3 of 10 from the field he was. Scored 26 points in the season so far, already here tonight. He has 15. Come on, another empty possession for them. Sharapovitz moves it on. Strebkov has the step, throws it up, thinking he's going to get the foul call. He doesn't. Thompson looks to push the other way. They've got numbers here. Le Mans. No finish on the first from Conga, but Yegeli's there to tip it home. Two-2-1, broken. Strebkov passes ahead to Toropov. Now Nizhny will pull it out. Corner 3, Sharapovitz, dangerous, and it's 3, plus the foul as well. Now, Nizhny, their space, they've done a good job spacing the floor. When they beat the press, they're just letting the ball move quickly. Try and get the defense to chase, as they know Le Mans, they need steal, they need possession. They can't let them run time off the clock, and that is why this lead continues to grow. 4-point play from Sharapovitz. 13 points personal for him. Conga again getting into that right hand. Finishes with the left. Strong drive from him. Can't just have one though, they've got to get this end. Try and slow the down the offense of Nizhny. Strebkov brings it high. Oh, look at that. Strebkov dunks it home. Where is the defense from Le Mans? A simple screen. Far too easy. Now Strebkov gets the dunk. Thompson. Comes off the screen. And here's Conga. This time he has to take the jump up. 5 for the rebound. Yegeli wins the physical battle and gets fouled on his way to the ring. Just kind of levered Sharapovitz out of the way. This little back screen. Here's Strebkov wide open. That's really simple. Fast get through. Alfred Yegeli.
Нижегородцы, вы здесь, вы все еще болеете за Нижний?
Sharapovitz brings it over, slips, recovers well though, manages to look after the ball. Stepkovic gives it to Gomans. Looks after the ball, takes a three, too strong. Clark with the rebound. Takes it out, open look. The youngster, the teenager. Miraklin can't make the three. Kick out, Stepkovic. Comes up short, fight for the rebound. One by Clark, goes behind his back, trying to start the break. Smooth in his running though, Clark is going to take the tough three. Trying to hunt for his own points, and a foul is called. Frustration of Coach Lukic. Again, the brunt of his frustration is Anton Stepkovic. He seems to so often be in the firing line. Gets subbed out again. Odom in to replace him. Strepkov goes out for Borden. Tapi comes in for Lamont. So a lot of changes, seems to be finalised, and now we'll get back underway as soon as Roger Odom sorted his laces. It's the fifth foul against Stepkovic, that's why he went to the bench. He's frustrated, man. He's had a pretty decent game, to be fair. You know, his coach is frustrated at him for his defensive execution. But 7 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, efficiency of 8 in his 12 minutes. Thompson comes off the screen, flips it high, and a tough finish goes for Michael Thompson. We haven't said that very often tonight. 2 of 10 from the field, Thompson. Just 5 points. The Borden passes ahead. They break the press safely. Sharapovitz. Back to Borden with 7 on the clock. Oh, nice little pass. Odom. Lovely team basketball from Nizhny. They use that short roll. Toropov kicks it out quickly. And then the extra pass finds Odom for the easy dunk. No hurry from Govans after the miss of Lamont. They can use up more time off the clock here. Toropov screens, rolls. Govans goes the other way, but Borden a good fake. Gets Govans the open look. He can't hit it. Sharapovitz, the first man there for the rebound. And they'll use another 10 seconds here. Govans isolated, goes past Yageri. And fouls him. 13th foul against Lomond, so still be sideline possession. Look at the execution. Quick hands from Thompson. Ties up his man, giving us a jump possession in favour of Lamont. From him, forcing his man to use that screen, not spin to the open side. Three goes for Conga. Glimmer of light, perhaps. 64 plays 78. I wonder if you're going to give up shots like that and the offensive rebound. Once more, it's Toropov doing the work on the offensive end. This time, deflection. Clark has it. 4 minutes left. Conga. I'll find some room. Gives it over to Thompson. Thompson. That's the switch of Toropov guarding him. He goes to Clark. Got it by Babordin. Clark shoots over the top. Draws the foul. Makes it. Babordin is going to foul out. So I think that's the 5th foul against Evgeny Babordin. And Thompson, excuse me, Clark makes another one.
Nizhny Novgorod.
Clark makes it. Lead to 13. Still a long time. Nizhny, as comfortable as they've looked, you still feel they need to do a bit more to finalise this result, finalise this game here. Govins off the screen, gets another one. Kicks it to Strebkov. Strebkov flips it to the far side. Sharapovits, another 3. So often Sharapovits has the answer. This time though, his shot bounces clear and it's possession for Le Mans. Conga. Clark. Rolls. Thompson into the lane. Thompson gets another one. It's an 11-point game. 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes and change. An 11-point lead for Nizhny. Surely there is no way back. It's actually a 9-point game. 17 to 11. In this 4th quarter, with differences in the scoreboard. Apologies for that. 78 plays 69 here. 2 players gone, fouled out for Nizhny. Will this be a remarkable comeback? That 3 there from Strebkov coming out of the quarter really did look like it was going to finish the game early for Nizhny. It hasn't been that way. And Strebkov has been on the bench for these last few minutes. He now returns 15 points, 7 and 9 for the field, 9 assists as well. It really talked about the way he's passed the ball, got his teammates open. Being responsible for such a vast amount of this offense for Nizhny, but is it going to be for anything? Their lead at one stage 21, now down to 9. Come on, picking up the pressure. Govins goes to Strebkov. He attacks into the lane, tries to finish. He loses it, and he's going to be called for the travel. Possession back with Le Mans. Still 3 minutes to go in this one. Strebkov is trying to play for the foul. Instead, whistled for the travel. Thompson. The ball. Uses the high screen from Clark. An offensive foul. Clark just not in position. The fact that Thompson kind of stumbled didn't help. Clark asks for some clarification. And the official. I think that was a clear call. Good work from the official. Govins has it back as Clark picks up his 4th. Foul's going to go against Thompson. At the line, Govins. First game in the Basketball Champions League. First game for Nizhny. 8 points for him. Makes it a double-digit game again. Low stance. 2-2. Substitution Rybkov goes out. And Zabanov comes in. Clark waiting for Thompson. Thompson comes off the screen of Ugedi. He rolls. Thompson, tough runner. Doesn't go. Ugedi fires for it. Tarpi fighting for it, and he eventually gets it. One more possession. Clark loses his man. That mid-range jumper, so good for him usually before a foul on Ugedi. Possession back to Nizhny. Just righted the ship in the last couple of moments here. Chance to extend it even more. Open floor foul. You know, the possession wasn't with anyone, which means that a foul against Le Mans gives 2 free throws to Nizhny because of team fouls. Toropov. It's the roll on the first. Shot it very well indeed from the line. Sergei Toropov, 5 of 5 here tonight. And I give him the commentator's curse. Misses the second. Game hits 2 minutes remaining. Thompson off the couple of screens. They've got Clark. And this right block he likes so much. Spins, takes a lot of contact. It rolls out for him though. Good rebound for Nizhny, and they'll try and run here. Governs finds Odom. Odom fouled and gets a trip to the line for 2 more. Good move from Clark. How did this not go in? Look, got all around. Thought it was going to drop. It doesn't. And Odom gets a foul against Thompson. Roderick Odom at the line. 9 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. There's a few of his teammates in double digits. So played well, especially in the second half, Odom. Had that 5 in a row. The inside score. Then the 3. As we see the quarter-by-quarter breakdown. Every quarter so far in favour of the hometown team, except for this 4th, led 16-15 by Le Mans. On final chance, perhaps. Try and keep this game alive. Conga off the screen. They turn and look around. He's trying to isolate. Stumbles. And he's tied up. And foul call, so jump. Just a little skid there, I think. And the trip didn't help him. Possession back for Nizhny. They will want to continue to build this lead. 91 seconds remaining. They've got the offensive and defensive substitutions. Strubkov comes back in. No doubt he will be the creative force here on this offense. Here he comes. Denied well, though. Goes into the hands of Odom. Now, Strubkov trying to find some room. Double teamed Picks it up. Oh, good fake. Toropov. Excellent kick. Odom. One more to Sharapovits. Too strong for him, but again, great team basketball from Nizhny to get the open look. Clark. The hands of Reutlin. His three doesn't go. Rebounding goes to Odom. Strebkov now crosses the half. And they will wait it out, Nizhny. Run more time off this clock. Surely that's enough to win this game. Question is, by how many? Govans will isolate. Playing against Congo. We go to Strebkov. Strebkov has Toropov. He finds the cutting Sharapovits. I mean, Toropov's passing is so underrated. He's only credited for 2 assists, so you don't believe, he's as good a passer as he is. That is not an easy play to make off the dribble. For a man of his size, Toropov, he spins to the baseline, he beats one defender, sees the other one coming, knows exactly where the open man's going to be. What a game for Sergei Toropov. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Could be 3 if Sharapovits makes one of these free throws. Which he does. Sharapovits, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Second is good. So timeout called by Le Mans. I want this lead to be as small as possible with playoff implications at hand. Head-to-head results so important between 2 teams. So Le Mans trying to get one final score before the end of this one. There's the numbers on Sharapovits. 3 of 8 from 3-point range. Started 2 of 2. 15 points. 8 rebounds is what's impressed me. Chipped in, helped out. And whenever they've needed a 3, he's kind of made himself available. And his teammates have found him well. Here's Clark off the screen. Clark has it, squares up, loses his man with a little dribble. High up and shot doesn't go. And Nizhny will look to push the other way. Final 10 seconds, a foul is going to be called. So there'll be a chance for 2 more at the line. Georgie Zabanov trying to get his first point of the night. He's the man's come in for defense, replacing Strebkov, and he's done a fine job. Can't get himself on the scoreboard though. Second attempt, also misses. He crosses the line too early. Final 10 seconds for Le Mans here. A consolation score for them perhaps. So Tuppy gets it in. Reutlin trying to find some room, comes off a couple of screens. Finds Clark. Oh, you get it on the roll. He lays it up. You have a timeout. Coach Lukic is never happy. His team has the 14-point lead, but still he's digging his team out for the defensive effort. Last few seconds, 3.5 left, one final chance. Nizhny can cap off what has been a fine game for them. Incredible shooting percentages, really, from Nizhny. 77% for two-point range. So efficient they've been offensively. Disappointed faces in that Le Mans team. Need to try and get one final stop here. Finish off the game with some sort of positive, despite the defeat. A bit of confusion coming out of the timeout. Like sorted now though. Final 3.5. Will be brought in by Strebkov. He's probably the danger to get it back immediately. Tries to find somebody. No one really available. Strebkov is going to be called for the 5-second violation. So there is a positive at the end for Le Mans. Can they get a final score to cap it off? Timeout didn't work for Nizhny despite them advancing the ball. It is Tapi trying to find some room, fires the three, but it doesn't go. Kendrick Perry applauds his team. They get the victory without him in the lineup. An all-important win for Nizhny Novgorod. 85 plays 71. Coaches exchange pleasantries. Players will thank the referees and shout at the center floor. An impressive victory from the Russian team. A needed win for them after losing the last two as well. I say the Le Mans team, I think, will be disappointed. The long journey for them to Russia. After two straight wins in the Basketball Champions League, they couldn't make it the Triple Crown. And they go down here. But all credit to this performance from Nizhny Novgorod. Both ends of the floor, but they did a very impressive job as well. Defensively, they held the lead guys, especially in that first half from Le Mans. You think, you know, Conga, Clark, and Thompson. They only had 2 points between them. Chant goes out to the statistics, the key ones in the game. Pretty even throughout, but just the shooting percentages. Nizhny just made more shots than their opponents. Sharapovitz led the way, points and rebounds. We talked about what strong game he had. Zigeri was the leader for Le Mans, as nobody else really stepped up. Conga finished with 13, Clark with 10. But it was a rough night for those guys. And a rough night overall for Le Mans. Todopov started the way. That was him in the first pitcher. He had a strong first quarter, and that's how it kind of continued for Nizhny Novgorod. They have taken the win here in game day 5 of the Basketball Champions League. So they now move to 2 wins and 3 losses. Their opponents, Le Mans, drop after winning the last two to 2 wins and 3 losses themselves as well, as it is all to play for in Group A. First game of game day 5 is over. There is still a lot more basketball to come in the Basketball Champions League. So make sure you go nowhere. Stay with us throughout the season and into the playoffs. As I will say, good night.